Happy almost Christmas, everybody. This is going to be my first review in a little series of Christmas film reviews I'm going to be doing before Christmas Day, of course. I'm only going to review a couple here and there, some of my favourite Christmas films I like to watch every year, so let's kick this off with Home Alone 2. Now some of you might be thinking, wait, Home Alone 2, what about Home Alone 1? Well, in fact, I actually did a Home Alone 1 review last year. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that out, but just be warned, it's not very good. I mean, I watched it again the other day and the quality's really bad, and what I have to say is not very good. I'm just pretty much quoting the film, but whatever. If you want to check it out, feel free. Now straight off the bat, I will say that Home Alone 2 is pretty much just a big rehash of Home Alone 1. From the plot to the structure of the plot to the situational circumstances to even the musical score by John Williams at parts, it is a big rehash, like 85% rehash of the first film. If this was a modern day sequel that just came out now, I would be complaining by saying that this just pretty much rehashes the first film and recycles all of the elements from that film. But the thing about that is, I grew up watching this film. I have watched this film every Christmas for like the last ever, and I have watched it so many times. I know pretty much the entire script of this film. I could quote it all the way through if I wanted to. And that's the thing that makes me overlook the fact that this film is a big rehash, which is being very non-objective, and I understand that completely, but I can't help it. Home Alone 2 is just too much of a childhood favourite. Which I gotta say that too, if Home Alone 2 didn't have some of the elements of Home Alone 1, I personally don't think it would have been as memorable as it is now. Honestly, if the Wet Bandits did not return in this film, I don't think the film would have been as memorable if they didn't have them in it. And if the musical score wasn't the same in the same situational circumstances that the film copies from Home Alone 1, I still again don't think the film would have been as memorable, like when Kevin's setting up the traps in that house and it has that same music it plays when he sets up the traps in the house in Home Alone 1. I think it will take away from the nostalgia and the memorability of it. Not comparing Home Alone 2 to Home Alone 1, or not comparing it to any nostalgic thoughts I have, it is a really fun family film. You can get the family around at Christmas, watch this film, and you'll all have a good time. It's light-hearted, it's funny, it's enjoyable. There's no reason not to get the family around and watch it. If you've never seen this film, you do have to suspend your disbelief pretty much throughout the entire film, but I mean especially in the booby traps. I mean seriously, back when I was a kid, these booby traps were hilarious, but now I'm just like, okay, Marv has just taken 4 bricks from a 50-foot building to the head. He should be dead. Right there and then, on the street, he should be dead. Or even when he's touching that thing and he gets electrocuted. There are so many times where the Wet Bandits, or should I say for this film, the Sticky Bandits, they should have just died then and there, but you have to look past it because it's a family film. It's not meant to be realistic, necessarily. So to wrap this up, Home Alone 2 for me, yes, it's very nostalgic, and does that cloud my judgment of the film compared to what I think of films nowadays? Yeah, but I don't care because Home Alone 2 is a childhood favourite. I know pretty much the entire script of this film. I can quote this film word for word any day of the week. It doesn't even have to be Christmas. But Home Alone 2 is a fun, enjoyable, light-hearted family film to watch at Christmas time. So that concludes my first of my little series of Christmas film reviews. So my question to you guys is, what do you think of Home Alone 2? Do you like it more than the first one? Because I know some people actually do like it more than the first one. Whatever your thoughts are, tell me in the comments below. If you like this stuff and you want to see more of my stuff, be sure to click here to subscribe because I got stuff coming to you guys all the time.